Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Tripoli here, back on the Lord's Mobile video. And in today's video, guys, we have a rescue mission video. So, as you know, we sometimes come against this, this guild, this Russian guild, B_W, and sometimes they can offer us a little bit of an issue. I mean, you've seen us zero them. We've quadruple rallied one of their guys, and we burned them. I believe, we walked back at least, and most of their guild isn't really all too big of a deal, but one of our guys, Mr. Brim, has soloed what appears to be a solo trap. Now, this solo trap has decided to port into a different kingdom, okay? And we're said, hey, we're gonna put this bounty on this guy, and so Zoe put a 1 billion bounty on this guy, and we basically said, hey, here he is. You guys want to come rally him? He can't take a rally. He's just a solo trap, right? Rally up, get your best lead out there, come rally this guy, knock his ass down. Let's get get our leader back. Because if this guy wants to migrate over just a simple 400 mil, 500 mil guy's leader, then obviously, we're gonna give him some shit, right? So at this point, it looks like I think the entire guild was actually moving out of the kingdom at the time. So I think this guy, when we hit him, he decided to go join his guild in a different kingdom, 506. And so basically, they've now ported over the island. They've controlled it with camps and whatnot. But as you can see over here, we have, to the right side of the screen, we have Mr. TTF, Judge something, rather, and he's starting a rally himself. So we've got the guys way over at, main base who have started that rally. And then we've got these guys, this TTF guild, who's also, they're also starting a rally right now. So now we're just kind of keeping an eye on things, making sure, who's going to hit first? Are they going to carpet it at him? Who wants the 1 billion gold more? And whatnot. So as you can see, Mr. TTF, while the bullies come in, it's not too big of a deal, obviously. Mr. TTF, judge guy over there, he's the one rallying. He's the one that's going to be dealing the damage if if this guy doesn't port, Mr. T-Human 7272, if he tries to, he's got 4 castles surrounding him, which means about 800,000 reigns without troop boost from his guild. The other castle, the 5th one, is shielded, obviously, so it can't provide any reigns. It probably won't provide any reigns. But the rest of these castles could possibly provide reigns to him, so we can reasonably say about 800,000 reigns that he could possibly get from his guild at this point, but he'd have to have a good troop comp to be able to take this rally. I don't really know too many solo traps that can take good sized rallies personally. There's a lot of them out there that are really good, don't get me wrong, but full 2.375 million rallies, full T4, especially Cav usually just absolutely rapes solo traps, which I believe is going to be the case here. So we've got Mr. Judge Dredd, he's been loading up, and we've got I think Big Mac Daddy also loading up all the way over there. It looks like they're giving him Mr. B_W T-Human 7272 some one troop spams. Because guess what, guys? TTF, Judge Dredd, is coming in with the rally. Now, I don't believe they're going to carpet this and they're just going to let it slow roll. I think they're just going to let it slow roll kind of into him because, I mean, what's he going to do? He's going to shield or he's going to try to take it. They're pressuring the shit out of him right now. Look at that full cav gear from Judge Dredd. Some pretty nice cav gear right there. We got some one troops flowing in from both guilds, M*I and TCF. All these one troops coming in. Surely this guy will shield. I mean, he's 158 million, about to take a full rally from a guy with probably at least 540% stats, I'm thinking. So, being at his full cav, and he probably doesn't have full reinforcements, this is just a lose-lose situation. You should just shield, man. Absolutely, you should shield. And the rally just continues to walk. He's not shielding. Okay. So he's not shielding. There's a 1 billion bounty on him. Oh, okay, it's walking. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Oh, it's about to hit. He's 163 mil now. It looks like he's boosted some troops. Look at that 1 billion bounty. Oh, it's walking. It hits. And guess what? The prisoner disappears. Therefore, guys, he has burned. Indeed, he did burn. So he dropped about a whopping, 21 million might. He did burn. and the bounty was claimed by TTF. He did receive, a pretty bad burn, sorta. And it was pretty nice. We got Zoe's leader back. They got the 1 billion bounty. They were all happy and whatever. So guys, we're gonna come into WoW here. We've got we've jumped over into QTR. Me, a couple of the buddies. We've got my solo trap right there, just kind of chilling next to me. I'm just kind of screwing around and whatnot with it. See if anybody wants to hit it. Nobody's gonna hit it because the Chinese have hit it so many times. It's ridiculous. They've hit it over and they've hit it over and again and again. They've tried rallying it, and sometimes I take the rally, sometimes I don't take the rally. It all depends on what they send, and all that stuff. They know my solo trap by now. They've seen it plenty of fucking times. They've hit it so many times it's ridiculous. They just keep coming back. But guess what, guys? We've got Mr. Cian Scooby-Doo. We're gonna call him Scooby-Doo. That's his nickname now, Scooby-Doo. That's an inside joke in our guild SIP. In QTR, it's just a little funny thing. But we're just kind of, I scout him, and he doesn't have any scout. I'm like, oh, hey, look what's in there. So he doesn't have T5, but he does have a fair amount of T4 and a fair amount of T2. He's loading up a rally right now, and a lot of Chinese players, they like to go range. I don't know if that's considered racist or anything. I don't think it is. It's just, I think it's factual. A lot of Chinese players that I know that I've played against always like to go range. Especially these guys that I've seen, they like to go range and they like to go infantry. It's one or the other, more than likely. So what do we usually defend? We usually defend in infantry. Some of these guys do go cav on an occasion, like the main rally lead 466H. He likes to sometimes go cav. He'll sport a cav rally here and there, but majority of what they do is either range or infantry. Especially this Mr. CN Scooby-Doo here. And as you can see, he's only got speed gear on, and they're just kind of filling up. He's waiting to get his fill. I think he's got like a 3.5 million full rally for wonders. But we've got an El Hadri, and El Hadri has an 11k hero, and he's got the max wonders. He's got set amount of castle stars. It's not even really too much of a challenge. Well, we got Mr. Moth coming in here with a nice rally and Comet Fort. And they end up pulling out of Comet Fort, and we just kind of take it for ourselves. And it's not even a competition. 66H did not come out to play. They did come out to play, and they got absolutely stomped. They didn't want the smoke whatsoever. And as you can see, we're just kind of waiting. This troops are starting to get sped up into Mr. Scooby-Doo, and it's getting closer to that time where the rally is going to launch. And for some reason, this is the stupidest thing. The stupidest thing you can do, guys, is solo the forts. Never solo the forts. Never one troop those forts. Because if, say, we pulled out and they one trooped and their one troop hit the fort, then the rally would get canceled. Their rally would get canceled and it wouldn't go in. What's better would be to have one troop the actual fort holder, so that doesn't happen, right? I try to get a cheat on, see what's coming. It's going really fast, so we can only assume that it's it's probably range with how it's going. It's either cav or range, and I'm guessing range because these dudes only go infantry or range. And El Hadri is thinking the same thing at this point. He's like, oh yeah, that's probably range. And guess what? He switches to infantry formation, and guess what? Of course we won. This dude actually did end up having about a 3.9 fill, so he does have max wonder research plus some of those wonder heroes and whatnot. But guys, we absolutely just stomped this guy. He didn't even stand a chance, to be honest. Your guild can get out of here. 66H, you didn't stand a chance. Get out of here. At this point, they probably should have just quit. The solid choice would have been just to give up, go home, go back to your shields, because we're just way better than them. Obviously, we're gonna send them some one troops. We're gonna send them some one troop loves. Because what are they doing? They are setting another rally. They're filling up. They're gonna try us again. They want to try to kick us off Brightford. But like I said, we have an El Hadri. What are you gonna do against an El Hadri? You ain't gonna do shit. Okay, El Hadri is solid and he knows what he's doing. As you can see, it appears the rally's walking and it's being carpeted into us. But once again, guys, we're the victors in this case because we just won that. As you can see, I didn't have as much of a mic drop as last time. So Obviously, we did a little bit better than last time. It was probably not even as close as the last one. Now I'm just kind of looking for the reports, just to kind of save them for later. And that's exactly what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna get into the reports. Let's go. All right, guys. So here we have the first report from Mr. CN Scooby Doo versus our Hadri. And as you can see, they sent full range in range formation, and we had our four mixed T4 T5 with our five familiars. We had some really nice familiars in that fort versus his all right familiars. Nothing too big on his side. And obviously, we won. By a good amount. As you can see, they hit that full infantry front on our mixed fort, and they got absolutely demolished. So let's get in this next one real quick. And what is it this way? There it is. And so again, we have C and Scooby Doo versus Alhadri. And let's see what they sent us. I believe they sent Cav this time, and we did counter. We did a full counter with our range. Now we were we were mixed. But we were mixed. Majority of our troops were range and Cav, so we kind of had a much better counter compared to last time. So it was very easy to counter them, as we basically had rock to the rock and rock to their what do you say, paper to the rock, basically. Absolutely destroyed them. Reference to rock paper scissors, and that's how we absolutely whopped them. After this, they all went back to their shields. They didn't want to even come out of shields anymore. They didn't want to get quadruple rallied. They were too scared by us. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.